Shalom, shalom. This one gonna be titled, Why Call Ye Me Lord, Lord, and Do Not What I Say? I'm gonna start this off by saying, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kadesh. Double honors and salutations to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the 144,000 male prophets, and shalom to the rest of the 1/3, consisting of men, women, and children. Shalom. So I got three scriptures. I'm gonna start with this first. I'm gonna start with this bottom one real quick. So this right here is Luke chapter 6 and 46, and it say, and this is Yahweh Shai. It say, and why call ye me Lord? Salaki, I'm gonna read that again. And why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? So I took inspiration to make this video because I was watching the Ak video, Yahweh Servant 777 on TikTok, and he made an interesting point. You know, Yahweh Shai, he came in on a donkey. You know, but for some reason you got Bishop Nate. Let me show y'all this, man. You know, this is the leader of the IUIC organization. All right, so before I start talking about this, let me get to the scriptures. All right, so we're gonna start at the first verse. So this right here is Mark chapter 11, starting at verse 1. And when they came nigh to Jerusalem, unto Bethphage and Bethany, at the Mount of Olives, he sent forth two of his disciples, and said unto them, Go your way into the village opposite you, and as soon as ye have entered into it, ye shall find a colt tied, whereon man never sat. Loose him and bring him. And if any man say unto you, Why do ye this? Say ye that the Lord hath need of him, and straightway he will send him hither. And they went their way and found the colt tied outside by the door at the place where two ways met, and they loosed him. A certain of those who stood there said unto them, What do ye? Loosen the colt. And they said unto them, even as Yahweh Shai had commanded them, and they let them go. And they brought the colt to Yahweh Shai, and cast their garments on him, and he sat upon him. And many spread their garments upon the way, and others cut down branches of the trees, and strewed them upon the way. And those who went before and those followed cried, saying, Hosanna, blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. Blessed be the kingdom of our father David, that cometh in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. Okay? So you got Yahweh Shai, right? You got Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, coming in to a city on a donkey, right? And that goes to show you the lowliness, the meekness, and the humbleness that Yahweh Shai had, man. Like he wasn't around here marching in the streets with purple and gold garments on, right? We have to understand, Yahweh Shai, he was living in a time when the Roman Empire was, they had rank, man. They had rank. They had rulership. Yahweh Shai said, give to Caesar's that which is Caesar's, and to Yahweh that which belonged to him, right? Roughly paraphrasing. So at the end of the day, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he was in captivity just as we were. All right. He had other people ruling over him, just like we got other people ruling us, right? As the Israelites, us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and a speckled bird that may look like the heathen, but if your spirit bears witness with this truth, you are indeed an Israelite. At the end of the day, man, you got the basest of men, the vilest of men, the Redskins, the Redskins, man. You got Esau of Edom. Listen, man, it should be a shame that Esau of Edom is ruling over the Israelites right now, man. Knowing that he is the basest and vilest of men. Like that right there alone should show you that something is off, man. And if it don't, it's just because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai don't want you to see it. So at the end of the day, man, Yahweh Shai, you know, he was under rulership just like we were under rulership. But Yahweh Shai was humble and he was lowly, right? But for some reason, you got Bishop Nathaniel, you know, of the United in Christ. United in Christ. Listen, man, all of you Hebrew Israelites, bruh, if y'all still following this at this point, man, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Let's read what it say down here. It say, I have seen princes upon horses, and servants walking, yeah, Salakia, and servants walking as servants upon the earth. Okay, so this is supposed to be, so Bishop Nate is supposed to be a prince upon that horse. And I guess that chick right there represents an Edomite, I guess. I'm not, you know, again, we know the word woman, that also means servant. So, but I don't know if that's what he was portraying, you know. So at the end of the day, you got Bishop Nate, you know, as a mighty knight coming in with gold armor on a horse, like he Captain Save-A-Ho, bruh. Hey, listen, man, Bishop Nate, he prideful, man. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he hate a prideful look, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he hate pride, man. You know, and now I'm gonna get this right here. All right, so this right here is John chapter 6, starting at verse 1, and we're gonna stop at the 15th verse. To these things Yahweh Shai went over the Sea of Galilee, which is the Sea of Tiberias, and a great multitude followed him because they saw his miracles which he did on them that were deceased. And Yahweh Shai went up into a mountain, and there he sat with his disciples. And the Passover feast of the Jews was nigh. When Yahweh Shai then lifted up his eyes and saw a great company come unto him, he saith unto Philip, whence shall we buy bread that these may eat? And this he said to prove him, right? Because listen, man, at the end of the day, if you are a part of the hopeful elect, you know, there's a saying that you know, my, one of the elders at GMS like to say, um, Manatazak, you know, Shalom to him. You know, he say, Salakia, let me get it correct. Mazata. I'm gonna pull it up. 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 I gotta pull it up. I gotta pull it up real quick. That's crazy. Got it. Then we finna get right back. Here we go. You know, I came into the truth by hearing this Aki, by hearing this Ak for a long time, man. But now we finna get back into it. But yeah, so the saying that he would say, he'd say, you know, for the hopeful elect, this is, they're not losing nothing, man. You know, we not taking no losses. We learning lessons. We're not losing, man. At the end of the day, this is trial and this is tribulation to ultimately refine the hopeful elect, man. These are all tests, you know. These are all obstacles to purge you from that iniquity, to purge us from the wickedness that we committed in this life and in our previous lives. You know, we got to go through these things. We got to go through these things, man. Philip, verse 7. Philip answered him, 200 pennyworth of bread is not sufficient, meaning enough, for them that every one of them may take a little. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon's Peter brother, saith unto him, there is a lad which hath 5 barley loaves and 2 small fishes, but what are they among so many? And Yahushua said, make the men sit down. Now there was much grass in the place. So the men sat down, and number about 5,000. And Yahushua took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed to the disciples, and the disciples to them that were sat down, likewise of the fishes, as much as they would. When they were filled, he said unto his disciples, gather up the fragments remain that nothing be lost. Therefore they gathered them together and filled 12 baskets with the fragments of the 5 barley loaves, Salakia, which remain over the which remain and above unto them that had eaten. Then those men, when they had seen the miracles that Yahweh Shai did, this is of a truth, prophet that should come into the world. When Yahweh Shai therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force, and here's the main part. Here's the main point. When Yahweh Shai therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force to make him a king, and departed, like it, he departed again into a mountain himself alone. Okay, so Yahweh Shai perceived within his spirit, right? He knew that these people were going to try to come and take him by force and make him a king. But you want to know what Yahweh Shai did? He went away into a mountain alone. He knew that it wasn't his time. He didn't, this is not his kingdom, man. Edomites listen, man, the Edomites, you know, the Roman Empire, they had they had what's the word for it? They pretty much had authority back then, man. You know, Caesar taxing everybody and doing all of that extra stuff. You know, putting tariffs on the world on these other places, just like Trump, man, in the office putting tariffs on places as if they won't put it, as if the scripture don't say that the beast shall hate the horde. They gonna put tariffs on you. They gonna eat you up. They're gonna burn you with fire. But hey, I guess I guess Babylon do not know that. No. End of the day, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is only for the hopeful elect, man. So the whole point of this is at the end of the day, man, Yahweh Shai knew that it was not his time. You know, he ran, he pretty much ran. He so I'm not gonna say he ran because Yahweh Shai ain't no bitch. Because that's what a lot of you people get twisted. You know, Yahweh Shai, he whooped ass, you know.
when he walked inside of the temple. Listen, man, y'all gotta remember, man, Yahushua is a so-called Negro, man. He's from the tribe of Yahawada. That's Judah. Listen, man, Yahushua is a big, listen, man, his eyes is red with wine. Yeah, yeah, he liked to drink wine, and he's a so-called black man, man. Not only that, he's austere. He went inside of the temple and he put his hands on the people that sold doves. He drove them out. You can't leave that out, man, because a lot of people they like to avoid that. In Christianity and plantation Christianity, they say, "Oh, Jesus is all love. Jesus is all love." But what about the part when he saw them acting like thieves and merchants inside of the temple? What about that part of it? Hopefully, this was edifying to the hopeful light.